Hey, hey, hey. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, y'all. Welcome to this absolutely magnificent work of an art. You know, today's a day that has never ever been made. It's never ever been painted just the way it's been painted today. Will never ever be painted the way it is. Today is a work of art, living, breathing work of art, a working work of art. And the Lord chose us this morning, chose us, those that have breath in our lungs, those that have, a beating heart, those that still have blood flowing through their veins, those that are conscious of this life. This morning the Lord woke me up with my very first waking moments this morning of consciousness, my first conscious moments. The Lord whispered to me in intercession, and he wasn't praying for me. He was declaring for me. He was pointing out the most significant part of today. Something that if it didn't exist, we wouldn't exist. I wouldn't exist. Something to be absolutely grateful for. Something to be infinitely, right, above all else, grateful for. He said to me, your heart is beating. You are breathing. And when the Lord speaks to you, it's simple, but it's complex. Meaning there's so many different reasons he stated what he stated. He declared what he declared. Seemed obvious. Oh yeah, Lord, I mean, shoot, if I'm awake, man, my heart is pumping, blood is going through my veins, I do have breath, right? But it was much more than that. As he was speaking to me, it's like, man, it is such a precious gift. This life is so fleeting, so frail. And I chose you to live it out with. I chose you to live it out with. Man. What sort of appreciation are we going to show the Lord today for the gift that he gave us? We take it so much for granted. The breath that breathes in our lungs, the blood that flows through our veins, the heart that pumps, the mouth that actually has that you can hear, the voice that you can hear, the ears you get to hear through, the eyes that you get to see through, yeah, things that you can touch, the textures, the tastes, the flavors that your tongue gets to taste. They seem obviously, obvious and simple, and yeah, of course I have that. But in those simplest things, the Lord wants to join in with us. I mean, he's already given us the breath to breathe. He's already put the blood's flowing through the veins, but he wants us to not only acknowledge that, but appreciate it, to meditate on it, to say, dang, Lord, to glorify him in it, to worship him over it. And the way that we worship it isn't just a bunch of formal things, right? It's not traditions. It's not, methodology. It's not things that are strict and robotic and restrictive. It's being able to live the freedom out that He's given us to live in this life. Free from worry, free from doubt, free from the weight of sin, free from yesterday, free from depression, free from anxiety, free from all the outside. We're going to be affected by the outside world, but free from the stresses of the outside world. The first and foremost thing, people wouldn't listen back in the day. The Israelites kept sinning and sinning as a whole group. They had prophets that would come to them and speak words to them, right? In a whole group, right? They got to hear from God. God brought them all together and they got to hear from God in a collective manner. And they could never get it right. The Lord just said, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to give everybody me. I'm going to give everybody the opportunity to know me personally. I'm going to invite them to invite me to be a part of their lives, to live, to dwell, to fellowship. I'm going to give them an opportunity to serve me. I'm going to give them the revelation that they need me on a personal level. I'm going to teach them who they are, how worthy they are, how perfectly made they are, that they are perfect just the way that they are. And that the closer that they draw to me, the closer I'll draw to them. And the more this life, the more fulfilled this life will be able to be experienced together. He wants us to acknowledge Him every day. He is worthy of that. Every morning that we wake up, the most precious, sensitive, the most pure time in the day that we have is when we wake up first thing in the morning, or if you work in the evening, first thing in the evening. Whenever you wake up from your rest, it's where everything is brand new. Every time we go to sleep for a long period of time, we wake up refreshed. Whatever happened before we laid down no longer matters. Meaning it no longer matters in the sense that that we dwell or worry on it. When we wake up, it's time to do something about it. But we can't do anything about it by worrying. We can't do anything about it by being anxious. We can't do anything about it by being bitter or resentful or unforgiving, mad or malicious or nasty or rude or crude. The best way to appreciate who you are and what you have is by appreciating who you have, by appreciating the simple things in this life. I say the simple things, the things that are the most taken for granted. That we get to walk and talk and breathe. And I get to walk 3 blocks from my apartment to this beautiful park in the middle of a week on a Wednesday morning and swing on a swing. That I get to turn on my fancy dancy smartphone and record over and over and over until I get it right. That I get to share the heart that Jesus has given me with y'all. 8.5 years, more than 8.5 years now in my surrendered life. And each day gets better than the last. But it takes a first day. And that's all that we have is today. That's why in the very beginning it said that today is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Man, let us take hold of today and do the best that we can with it. When negative thoughts start to arise, or things that are trying to infiltrate your peace, cast them out in the pit of hell. And I say it like that, cast them out in the pit of hell. No, just give them to Jesus. Say, Jesus, I'm having these negative thoughts. Father God, I'm having these negative thoughts. I know these aren't from you. Can you take them and do something with them? And you give them to him graciously, not like trying to pawn them off on him and say, Lord, I can't do anything with this, right? Or not only can't I do anything with them, I don't want to try and do anything with this on my own. I always seem to muffle it up. Even this day, Lord, especially this day, Lord, you woke me up this morning and put breath in my lungs. You gave me an awareness that you put breath in my lungs, that my heart's still beating. And you did it so tender, lovingly. And you said, be a good steward. Man, be gentle with the heart that I've given you. Use the gifts that I've given you wisely. Use the wisdom that I've given you wisely. Right? And the only way that we could use those things in the manner in which he's called them to be used is with him. And not only with him, we just get to be with him. We allow him to be a good steward with it, because he is the only good steward. He is the good steward. He is the good shepherd. He is the good God. There's nothing good in Thomas, nothing good that Thomas could ever do outside of the Spirit. I'm along for the ride, y'all. And so I was going to read my devotion this morning, but this is all that the Lord has for you. He just wants to encourage y'all to, and he's here. He's here. He's in all things, through all things, above all things, below all things. He's the essence of all things. He is near. So very near. The only thing that separates us from God is taking this life back on ourselves. Is doing this life without him. As soon as we get to that point that where we're say, Lord, especially if you've been with Jesus, just wants to encourage y'all. There's no better day than today. Doesn't matter if you've been following Jesus or walking with Jesus your entire life. You've been walking with him for a day, walking with him for an hour, walking with him for 8.5 years, or have never walked with him before. This is a brand new day. All we have is control over our choices today, our thoughts, our emotions, our actions, our countenance, our peace. We have a choice to stay in peace or leave peace. And Jesus is just a heart cry away. And it's not even a cry that you have to do, just a mention away. You just have to re-surrender your day to Jesus now. And probably about 50 or 60 or 100 times more today. Because we will all step out into the flesh at some point today. Anyways, y'all, that's all I got for y'all today. I love y'all. I truly do. Have a blessed day.